Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about inheritance and types of inheritance in Java. Inheritance is nothing but acquiring the properties from parent class to child class. So it is a mechanism which is used to acquire the properties and behaviors of parent class to child class. We all know class is nothing but collection of variables and functions. So in parent class it contains variables and functions. In child class also it contains variables and functions. The child class is derived from the parent class. So the child class can access all the properties and behaviors of parent class as well as child class. So it is an important part of OOPS concept, object oriented programming concept. The idea behind this inheritance is you can create a new class that are built upon existing class. So the new class contain all the properties and behaviors of his own class as well as parent class. So why we need to use inheritance in Java? For method overriding, for code reusability. Okay. So terms used in inheritance. The first one is class. Class is nothing but group of objects which has common properties. It is a template or blueprint from which objects are created. And within the class, it contains variables and functions. Subclass. The class which is derived from parent class is known as subclass or child class or derived class. So it contains all the properties of parent class. Why? Because it is derived class. And other names are derived class, extended class or child class, superclass or parent class. Superclass or parent class is nothing but from where subclass is inheriting the features is known as superclass. And it is also called base class or a parent class. And reusability. Reusability is nothing but we all know the class contain variables and functions. So if you want to access those variables and functions in the next class, then you can derive one child class from parent class. That is known as a reusability. So types of inheritance. The first one is single level inheritance. So one from one parent class, one child class is deriving. We are deriving one child class from one parent class is known as single inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Deriving class from another derived class. So if you observe here, B is derived from A, C is derived from B. This is known as multi-level. And the next one is hierarchical. So one parent class and more than one child class. So more than one child class is deriving from one parent class is known as hierarchical. Next one is multiple inheritance. Deriving one child class from more than one parent class is known as multiple inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. So it is a combination of any two inheritances is known as hierarchical inheritance. So if you observe, this is hierarchical and this is hybrid. This is hierarchical and this is multiple. So this is known as hybrid inheritance. So this is the syntax of inheritance. Class, subclass name, extends superclass name. And it contains its own methods. This is the example class employee and here it contains only one variable class programmer. So this programmer is derived from employee. Now programmer class contain the properties of parent class as well as child class. So this child class own properties are bonus and derived property is salary. Okay. And next public static void main string arguments. I am creating one object for this programmer class. Why I'm creating object for programmer class? Why I'm not creating object for employee class? Why? Because employee contains only salary. If you create object for employee, you can access only salary. If you create object for programmer, you can access all the properties of programmer as well as employee. So the next output is programmer salary is 40,000. Bonus of the programmer is 10,000.